Alright, I want to talk about just how impressive this tutorial to a new mechanic here in Chapter 9 Celeste is. I'm at the end of the screen, I'm going to go to the right, and I see something new. It looks to be this floating fish in space. We got this weird line next to it and these dots down below. If I approach the fish, it pops up. So what happens? Well, let's go ahead and tap on it. Oh, I can jump on it, and it goes down, and I fall to my death. Alright, well, what if I jump on it and then dash? Oh, that's interesting. So what I've learned here is that when I come in contact with the fish, my dash resets. But when I do this, like I need to somehow get over to the right, my dash isn't enough to get there. Alright, well, what do I do? It's a little bit more trial and error. Can I jump on top? No, that doesn't work, because it just puts me into the spikes. What if I do this? Oh, it explodes! So, what the dotted line, what those dots in that line tell you is that when you approach the fish from the bottom, it explodes and launches you quite some distance. So what? So what this screen has told us is a number of key mechanics concerning these fish. You can jump on them for a boost. If you're below them and approach them, they explode. And when you come in contact with them, either from the top or the bottom, it resets your dash. Alright, that's quite a bit of information for this first screen. Now, the second one, well, if I try to approach this fish from the bottom, oh, it explodes and I go into the spikes. Alright, so I really gotta go up top. Do that. Didn't quite make it. Let's try that again. Oh, still not making it. What if I jump when I contact the fish? There we go. Explode. Look at that, get all the way across. So we've learned one new mechanic, but it's an important one. It's actually one that we've encountered in earlier levels, in earlier chapters of Celeste, and things like the clouds or the dream blocks. When you jump in some form in contact in them, you gain more distance. So it's an old idea, but here in a new way. What I really love about how Celeste teaches you this is that it's by trial and error. So in the last screen when I jumped on it and then jumped on the fish again and fell down, that's exactly how TGH, who was mentioned earlier in this thread, he is, I don't know if he's the current world record holder, but he's one of those going back and forth with it for Celeste. Is when he first encountered this that screen, that's exactly what he did. He jumped on the fish to learn what it did, and like, alright, well, I died. On this screen, when I did my first attempts at getting over this without jumping on the fish, he hit the same spikes as he learns this. That's how you learn Celeste. It's trial and error and figure out how you use your problem-solving tools to get to the end of the screen. So we know that we can jump on the top of the fish, and if we actually jump upon contacting with the top, we get more distance. If we approach from the bottom, the fish explodes, and regardless of how we interact with the fish, we reset our dash. Now here, this is sort of like an exam, but we're adding one new mechanic. So what I mean by that is we have these little flashing tokens, right? And those have to be, both of them have to be in contact for this block on the right to move. So if I touch one of these, try it again. Right, that's not enough for that block to move. So I somehow have to get to this bottom token as well. Well, if I try to go above the fish, that's no good, right? I just impact the spikes. And I clearly can't go below it because there's not enough height. But what if the fish exploding, what if that activates the switch? And this is something that we've seen in the past as well in other contexts, where things other than Madeline can activate the tokens. So let's go ahead, give that a shot. Whoop, missed up there. Whoop, too low. Oh, would you look at that? Beautiful! So we learned another thing. Exploding fish activate tokens. And then here, we sort of put all of this together. We're going to jump here. We're going to add this dream block mechanic from earlier in the game. Explode, reset dash, same deal, explode, up. Move, explode, go up, and there we go. So we're not only sort of a combination of everything we've learned about these fish so far, with some complexity thrown in from previous chapters. Just one more, where we're again utilizing the fish, but in an interesting way. So, correct jump. Hit the spikes. Gonna go over, explode. Oh, I dashed too early there. But, again, we're utilizing this explosion in a different way. I think this screen is one of my favorites, actually. This is about as far as I've gotten into this game, because I had to reset this to make this video. But notice how this first fish is above this spring. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Well, look at that. Beautiful. So these last 2 or 3 screens have more been sort of like a final examination, where can you take those mechanics you learned earlier and apply them into some interesting context. And this is one of the reasons why I love Celeste. Individually, these moves aren't very difficult, but by combining them in unique ways, you get a really interesting puzzle that's a lot of fun to solve. And with that, we'll put an end to this video.